Hi all, I'm Martin here and I'll be taking you through your course level 3 personal training diploma with the training room. On my screen here you will see the email you have just received from me. So I'll take you through the email step by step because there's quite a lot of detail in there. And then I'll just take you through things you can do to plan and prepare for the start of your course a week today on the 6th of April. So if you have a look, I've basically sort of put your start date, which is obviously 6th of the 4th, 2020. And the start of your course is obviously going to be slightly different to normal due to the COVID-19 lockdown situation. So what we're actually going to be doing is on your course, for the start anyway, is running all the content via webinars, and we're going to do this via the Zoom application. So if you just have a look on my screen, it's pretty straightforward for you to just set up an account. So if you have a look at Zoom on Google, just type it in and you'll get the screen in front of you. All I really need you to do is sign up for free. You'll pop your name, your email, you'll create yourself an account and a password, and then jobs are good until next week. When you need to join one of the webinars, you'll see this function here, join a meeting, and we can go from there. So one of the things I need you to do is just set up a Zoom account as and when you can, really. Also on the email, you will see a lot of these sort of 4 attachments. Now, if you could possibly get this attachment, the blank Active IQ registration form, filled out for me as soon as possible, return that to me via email, I can then finalise your registration for your start date next week. The rest of these documents, you won't really need to do much with these until we start the course next week, but there'll be no harm in you having them, saving them to your desktop so you've got easy access to them, and just basically having a quick read through them. So the only one I need you to return is the registration form. The others are just for your own reading before the course start date next week. What you will also have, or you should have received from our customer services or the training room, is your login details for our online learning platform. Now, you should see Infinitive Global. They should have given you a username and a password. If you haven't received that yet, I have put down 2 emails that you can contact. So customer services at thetrainingroom.com or paul.huzzy@thetrainingroom.com. If you haven't quite made access to that yet, give those guys a shout and they'll get you set up. But what you will have when you're all registered, set up on the course, is this online platform of Infinity Global. You'll see this screen here that I've got. Once you get access, you can just click launch, and it gives you all the content, not that one there. When this loads up for us, so you will have your own login email ID. So this is probably not a bad example to send over to you. So you'll put your email ID, your login ID, and your password that will have been set up. You will get to this page here where you've registered for your level 3 diploma in instructing. Click on here. Courses that you've instructed on and you registered on, and then launch. Once it's launched, you will see all the table of contents that you need for the diploma. So if I go here, all the contents including the introduction to the course. This portfolio here, you won't need access to because that's one of the ones I've sent on the email, and you will see all the units required over the course to pass your level 3 diploma. So you've got these individual units here, which we will be going over on your course. So don't start to worry about having to complete all this yet. Just make sure you can get an email ID, make sure you've got your password, and make sure you can log in and actually access all our content on the delivery. And as I mentioned, if you're struggling with that, just give those 2 emails a shout that I mentioned previously. So really, guys, that's pretty much it from me. Just so you could have a quick visual of the things I really need you to do before the start of your course next week. I've put a summary there, so really to summarise all that information, have a quick read of this email, and obviously if you're watching this video, you're already watching it, on how our course is going to run. You're going to set up a Zoom account, which I showed you on the screen, in order to be invited to our webinars. Just complete the attached registration document and return to me as soon as possible. And then log into your Infinity Global that I've just shown you and check you can access all the content. I've also attached a manual here, which you will see, that also has easy access to all the content you will require throughout the course. So you should be able to load up a manual that you can save onto your desktop just in case you're struggling with any internet access there. So really, that's everything for me. If you could just respond to this email, letting me know you've received the content and you've completed the registration form. And we will be holding our first webinar on the 6th of the 4th, 2020 at 10 a.m. I will send all invites to the webinar on Friday, and that will give you an ID to log in. And I look forward to meeting you at 10 a.m. next Monday on the 6th of April. All the best and enjoy the rest of your day. Cheers.